After using a hydrogen water bottle for so long, I decided to upgrade to this pitcher here, and I have not had any regrets ever since I upgraded to something like this, because one of the downfalls to those other hydrogen water bottles is they are only so big. They can only hold so much water, and you have to constantly run them with more water to be drinking a lot all day long, because if you're wanting to drink a lot of water and you want to make sure that it's hydrogen water, you're gonna have to keep refilling those over and over to add hydrogen into them, and then you can finally consume it. But they are pretty small. They only go up to around like 16 ounces or something like that, and they are kind of bulky for the amount of water that you can fit in them. So I decided to finally upgrade to this pitcher here, and it has been great ever since, because it's not only just a normal hydrogen pitcher, it's able to have 4 different functions that are built into here. So it has a smart cleaning option, it has a heating option that's able to go up to around 40 degrees Celsius, and there's going to be a standard mode for the hydrogen as well as the high mode for the hydrogen. For both of the hydrogen modes down here at the bottom, they're able to add those hydrogen ions into the water pretty quickly. The standard one's probably around like 10 minutes or so, and then the high one is going to be around 15 minutes. And like I mentioned, the size of this is pretty large. It's going to be around 2,000 milliliters, which is going to be 2 liters. So pretty large, honestly. It's going to be able to hold a lot of water. You only have to worry about running it once, and then you can go ahead and drink 2 liters worth of water without having to worry about running it once again. So you can go ahead and just keep pouring yourself a new glass and just keep drinking a whole lot of water, which is super nice and just very convenient, not having to run the machine all the time to just get another cup of water. It's also in a style of a normal pitcher, like a normal kettle. So you're gonna have this lid here at the top. It's gonna have a open side as well as a closed side. So you can spin it over to completely shut off the valve. You can open the valve and then just pour from it like that, and then keep the remaining water in here. And then when you're ready to get some more water, you can go ahead and pour straight from the pitcher itself. So let's go ahead and turn it on so you guys can see how this works. It's honestly really simple. The fact that it has 4 functions built into it, you would think it'd be a little bit complicated, but it is really simple. So you're just gonna have this cord here. You can go ahead and plug it into the back just like this. And then from there, you're gonna see it power on just like that. So it's gonna say V8. And then from there, you can go ahead and do the start cleaning. It'll go ahead and do so. It's gonna have those LED lights that pop up as well when you click that. You can go ahead and click on the heating mode, the standard mode, or the high mode. You're also going to see those LEDs pop up. So let's actually get some water in there so you guys can see how this actually works and how it performs. All right, so now that we got our water in there, let's go ahead and turn it on to the standard one right there. It's gonna say around 600 seconds. So that's about how long it's gonna take to pretty much be finished with its cycle. And as you can already see from there, you're gonna see the bubbles start. You're gonna see the hydrogen ions start getting added into the water. And it's honestly pretty fast for the amount of water they're really able to add these ions into, compared to those other ones like I mentioned before, those smaller ones. They take a few minutes and you're able to pretty much drink it in like one drink because it's pretty small. So by having something like this where it's a pitcher, it's probably one of my favorite things, being able to get it going. I only have to do it every once in a while, and then from there I can unplug it. I can put it in the refrigerator. I can have some cold water or anything like that, and I can pour straight from it as well. Let's go ahead and switch it over to the high mode. You're gonna see it loading right there. You're gonna see it switch over to 900 seconds, and then this is gonna be the high mode itself. Another thing that I like to do before putting water in here is making sure that you're using your filtered water. Reverse osmosis is gonna be probably one of the better options to start with, just so you have a good base to work with from the beginning, and then go ahead and add your hydrogen ions into that clean water. So if you happen to drink a lot of water yourself, or if you're a family that likes to drink hydrogen water and those smaller ones just aren't cutting it for you, this pitcher is definitely going to be a great option to go with. I would highly recommend grabbing this one here. The fact that it has those 4 options, super easy to turn on and utilize all 4 of them. Or if you just wanted to use the ion options down here with the hydrogen, you can simply press it on, press it off just like that. Super easy, anyone can do it. And I just like the fact that it has more than enough built into it, so you can utilize those other options if needed. But if not, you can just use the hydrogen buttons down there at the bottom, and that's pretty much all there is to it. So if you're a family that drinks a lot of water, or if you're an individual that drinks a lot of water like myself, and you want to make sure you have a lot of back stock and you don't have to really run your machine all the time, this is going to be a great option to go with. So if you're looking to pick one up, you should definitely check out this one here.